A little bit about the process of making sets. This is a pretty fast-paced production, I would say. We read the script, talk about it, highlight what's necessary, and just get to work.
The thing that I really enjoy about Extra Credit Studios is we're very small, and so we're very flexible.
This entire production has been put together by just a handful of people. Kevin and Nina both just knocked out all of the set, prop, basically anything on stage Kevin and Nina built together.
I just quickly drew a bunch of sketches of what the world might look like. The only thing that I cared about was, oh, we have a creative agency. They must all sit on those big rubber balls. Okay, done. Now we don't have to make chairs. Cutting it out of foam core, which is such a fast and intuitive process because you can basically glue it together and then continue slicing it if it's not correct. And basically just making all of the structures in just white foam core. As far as Nina is concerned, and she is brilliant, she can make my little foam core villages and rooms and stuff look like what they're actually supposed to be.
Working with Kevin, who's the animator on this, is awesome and crucial because there are certain sets that don't involve a full set. Here at Extra Credit, they really try to streamline things so we can just stick with what's necessary, so there's no overbuilding, which is great. Certain sets only have 2 walls or a wall. It's not a full room, but through the magic of editing and camera angles, they make it seem like we're inside of a full environment.
It turns out that having full-grown arms is important in a movie about hanging off of cliffs.
Once the sets are fully constructed and ready to go on stage and be locked in, that's when the most important thing happens, is the conversation between me and Mark and Kevin. Because at that moment, that's when I really know where the camera is going to be pointing. There's a lot of moving around that happens, and it's just specific to the camera and the camera angle, which is the fun part because that's when it really starts coming to life. It's at that moment when I think everything really comes together in that collaborative conversation.
When we started this production, and I mean the week we started and we're greenlit and now we're up and running, Carlo and I basically sat down for a day and just outlined all 5 episodes. And from that, we sat down with Kevin and we're like, you need to start building sets while we're writing these scripts. It's very much every day, Kevin, we're gonna need a laboratory set, okay? It's just gonna be a lab workshop and there's gonna be a clone machine. And the next day we come in and be like, Kevin, there's a whole bit with a Keurig machine, so he needs a counter and a little Keurig machine. It's gonna have to go in there.
I've had this thing for a month and it's been a real butthole to me. I mean, is it pod first, then the water? What about the grounds? Do I throw them away? Do I reuse them for socks?
Uncle Jeff, do we have identical celebrity clones or not?
I thought, what a strange and ridiculous joke that they're writing in his coffee maker. Well, then clearly his obsession with his little coffee maker means that when he builds a device to clone humans, he's going to make it a giant coffee maker. And since me or Nina were going to have to build it, I thought, how about instead we get the production to go buy a Keurig coffee maker and then we're done.
It was really awesome pimping out the Keurig because it is now a cloning machine. No longer a Keurig, definitely a cloning machine.
Did John Wick just step out of a giant coffee machine?
Matt, you just knew he was hung.
In that set, there's gotta be 20 coffee mugs hidden in that set. Just on the Keurig, around the Keurig, inside the tiny Keurig, as handles, stuff like that. So that one was really fun to just play with. Oh, there's a lot of little nuggets in that set. But it was a good time, because that one that was the set on this that I really got to be who is this guy? And what would his weird world be? Kevin's let's put a poker table in there, because that's definitely Uncle Jeff. So there's a lot of silly stuff in that set that is awesome, and honestly, outside of what the camera sees, like it's really entertaining for everybody here because it's just like, oh yeah, that's pretty funny. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check out The Reboots, which is out right now. Subscribe to learn more about Extra Credit Studios and the fun things we do here.